Caner Universe, Joe Robina here at American Cane Self-Defense with the official announcement of Sobrevivencia online training going live on Patreon. We opened the doors 2 days ago, and you may not even be aware of this, and so it officially happened on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And this is long awaited because a lot of you who could not get out to Miami for the immersions, Maestro Reese is coming down here frequently to go ahead, and this is the way that Sobrevivencia is growing, especially for those who want to teach it, and I'll get to that in a second. But how exciting that we have this online platform. That's what Patreon is. It's a platform for content creators where we can share this little known but highly effective and practical art that was developed in Cuba by Maestro Eduardo Reese. It centers around the cane, but boy, it's so much more than just a cane training. And let me jump into that. But some of the topics that are going on there that are already on the platform that I'm looking on here, things like I developed an 8 footwork template that will serve those of you that follow my work with cane flow, but also for Sobrevivencia. Now, if you're an ACSD caner, you are not familiar with this. This is content you've never seen before. It's very specific for this. I created this a long time ago. It was actually back in the day when we had under a martial arts system. This was actually white belt material, but this is what bridges the gap between Maestro Reese does, where you're at right now, and how to bring structure to this. So I do it both cane, empty hand, with the applications. There's the exercise method, and we joked about, we're just days removed. Some of you are still having Thanksgiving Day leftovers. Great stuff. And if you did any overeating, you want to go to the section on the flow and exercise, because there you're going to see things like Maestro Reese's morning routine, which you can do in less than 10 minutes, an 8-minute routine that he does daily. You'll see a 5-minute flow that we filmed in public on the boardwalk with me doing it, where I tie in flow with SV. These are the things that you want to do and that you can start applying right now. That's going to help if you've did any overeating. You'll see the SV strengthening method. You'll see we took segments from the trainings here in Miami, things like the artifacts of combat, which is basically taking tools that you wouldn't view them traditionally as for self-protection, and that's one of Maestro Reese's specialty. As a matter of fact, here at the immersion, as we were talking, he was going around and just picking up things, and by the time I was done talking, he had a lineup. You may have seen it in the Sobrevivencia private Facebook group. Everything from a little cup, from a wooden spoon, a spatula, to Cuban coffee cups, and how to use that. You have a whole section on that, and we are not even scratching the surface just yet. He has several routines that he does with different types, including an umbrella, how to use a mop, so that basically anything that every day is training day with Sobrevivencia. You have the categories, you have the spirituality component, the mind clearing, the breathing, the philosophical component, because Sobrevivencia has a very strong peaceful conflict resolution underpinning there, that is just part of the strategy. So this is a monthly membership. There's a monthly option, and then there's an annual option, and that's what I want to bring clarity to. So 2 ways that you can do this. You have the standard membership, which is about $20. It was priced so that the majority can participate on a monthly basis. There's no long-term contracts, nothing like that. If you don't like it, you can cancel it at any time. But it's $20 a month for the base membership, and then for $7 more, you get a monthly 1-hour session with Maestro Reese and I. Now, we just did one for CSDU, and I have to say that one was hot. And it's he and I working that together, and it's not just a Q&A, but it's demonstration, and then it gets filmed so that if you could not show up live, you can also submit your questions, and we cover them there. The other thing is that some posts that have that Sobrevivencia, cane flow, overlap, and flavor. So that if you're following me personally, you're going to get an injection of that in there. Those you get it with the, there's 2 tiers. It's with the second tier, with the one that's $27 a month. Now, the third way of doing that is if you get an annual membership, which a majority here are doing now, is you would click on the link for that. You get a 15% discount. So really for less than $1 a day, you get this content to this art, that this is the only place in the world that you can learn it. And the practicality of it, especially if you have injuries, if you have limitations, if you've seen the content, you're attracted to it, and you want to get it from the real deal, the authentic source, this is how you do that. So go to the description, go and check it out on Patreon. Where it says join free, don't do that. Join free are just posts that are not really, it's just so that you can see some of the content and some of the things that we put there on the philosophical aspect, the spirituality, some highlights and things like that we share. But the actual instruction, go ahead and choose one of those two, or look also below. If you want to say 15% on that, then you have an annual a membership. You would click on that. If you're doing the annual membership, we have a private Facebook page for you as well, which is where we're going to be sharing content on there. The content, by the way, is so wide and varied. Initially, it's going to be a lot more. It's going to happen almost on a weekly. It's going to feel sometimes like it's almost daily. We have something new because again, there's so much here, but don't be overwhelmed by it, because Sobrevivencia is not put together necessarily in a step-by-step course. Principles that are available that'll make whatever it is that you do better. Even if you're doing another style of caning, you might take a look at this and say, wow, that makes sense to me. I want to be able to move better that way. The health component of it, the better balance, the smoothness that attracts an individual, and the practicality of application. So we're really excited about it. We know that if you're into Sobrevivencia, this is going to be a lot of fun. If you have any questions on it, just call us. Don't schedule a call or do anything like that. Just go straight to it, 800-289-8188. That's it. Just wanted to let you know how that works with the 2-tier membership. Real simple. And then you have an annual membership, and that's it. But we had you in mind. We designed it so that the majority can go ahead and participate here. And again, we're happy to go ahead and share this. We're excited about it. And if you have any questions, just reach out. Joe Robina for American Cane Self-Defense, and excited about Sobrevivencia on Patreon.